Buongiorno beautiful people, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to go through 6 tips to achieve your fitness goals as effectively as possible and with the least amount of hiccups as possible. So I'm going to just quickly go through the tips that personally worked for me. If you have any more tips, then please make sure to leave them in the comment section down below, because of course that will help me or will help any other viewer that is watching this video, and so that you can also perhaps see other tips that worked for other people. So I really hope you like it. If you do, then please don't forget to give it a like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into the tips. So the first tip I will personally give you, or I have given myself when establishing my fitness goal, is whether I actually wanted it or not. So reflect if you actually want it. Are you doing it for you? Are you doing it for someone else? Are you doing it because you think that someone else wants you to do it? Who are you doing it for? Because if it's not for you, then it's not gonna last, because you're not gonna have that drive, that willpower that will make you achieve your fitness goal. So I think it's really, really important to be honest and admit whether you actually want it for yourself or not. And if you realize that this isn't really for you, this isn't really because of self-love, or this isn't because you want to be better, but because you want to appear different on someone else's light, then just admit it, recalculate your destination, think about what you actually want, and change your goal accordingly. It's completely fine to have worked a few months towards a goal and then realizing that you didn't actually want it, and then you just change it, and all what you have done up to that moment actually is a learning chance, is a learning opportunity. You learned about yourself, you learned about what you really want, and now you have even more tools, even more willpower to actually do what you wanted to do. My second tip is to, once you have established the goal that is for you, to give advice to someone else. And what I mean by that is, if you have put a goal upon yourself and you sort of are emotional about it, if you invest too much of your emotion, you might sort of lose track of what you're actually aiming at. So if you pretend that it's someone else's goal and you're just giving them advice on how to achieve it, then you will more clearly see what the actual factors are without any sort of bias that it might have happened if you were to tell yourself. So this is just because when we give advice to others, we tend to be more impartial, we tend to be more just, more rational, and we tend to use a sort of voice that is more wise. So if you pretend that this goal is not for you but for someone else, and you just let them know, listen, you have to do this, this and this, and you set it really clearly, then take that advice and now put it upon you. And this really helps to see with a clear light, what does it take to get there? What does it take to achieve the goal that you put upon yourself? Whether it's about doing certain exercises, or learn a new skill, or doing a different methodology, running, walking, climbing, swimming, whatever you want to do and to achieve, just simply put out what you need to achieve it, what factors matter, what factors are the most important, write them down, just be super distant, sort of like detached from it emotionally, and that will really, really help to actually pin down what you need to do. My third tip is to actually write down what you need to do twice a week. What I mean by that is, when you have a fitness goal, most likely, even if it's just a short-term one, but most likely you will need to do those things that you just pinned down on the previous step. So once you've done that, actually think about what can you do maybe once, twice, or 3 times a week to achieve those elements, those factors that you have planned out. Because if you just invest yourself and you say, like, I'm going to do this every day, 7 days a week, no rest for however amount of days, you're just going to burn out. You're just going to run this marathon super quickly and you're never going to get there, or even if you get there, it's just going to be temporary, and then suddenly you're going to reverse everything you have achieved. So in terms of doing what it's effective to achieve your goals and maintain that long term, you have to just pin down simple tasks that you can do twice a week, so you have plenty of time to do other things, but that will give you enough motivation, enough willpower to do them, because it's not something that you have to do every day and you sort of have like already this negativity about it. You're gonna do it once, twice, 3 times, 4 times a week. You're gonna write it down in a piece of paper and even a tissue, it doesn't matter, just write them down so that you physically saw it yourself. You physically can see the objective that you have in front of you. Then you can toss it away, whatever, but it's gonna be in your head and you're not gonna overwhelm yourself with tasks and to-do lists and whatever you have imposed upon yourself that is not gonna make it fun anymore. Going hand in hand with this is my 4th tip, which is to be patient and realistic. Now, same as you have done an exam at high school or uni or wherever, and you had the option to either cheat, pass the test, or not cheat and learn what you actually had to learn to do the test. So besides any morality about this, but basically my point is that if you decide to cheat, great, you pass, you go forward, you go to uni or you get a job, whatever, you've done it. But then whenever you actually need that knowledge, you don't have it. So on a short term, yeah, you got away with it, but then on a long term, you have to learn it anyway. So in terms of eating or in terms of fitness goals, in terms of working out, learning skills, whatever it is, if your goal is just a temporary short-term fix, if you want to get your bikini body on short term or lose whatever or be strong, even deadlift or squat 100 kg, if you just want to do it quickly, then yeah, you might do it or you might get hurt, but even if you achieve it, then you might have injured yourself if it's, yeah, squatting too much too quickly. You could have injured your metabolism if you're trying to lose weight too quickly. And then worst of all, you're gonna be back on square one because that is not maintainable, it's not sustainable. You're not going to change your life in 2 weeks and then expect that that's gonna be it. You're gonna maintain that for the rest of your life and you're always gonna be at this peak of whatever goal you had. So be patient because result will happen. You will see those muscles working. You will see that booty getting perkier. You will see yourself being stronger or have more of a cardiac capability of running how many kilometers you want to run. You will see those results and they will stick. They will stay. They will be lasting results that you can keep on improving or you can maintain for the rest of the time that you're working towards it, and you're gonna be so happy and proud to having done that the right way, as opposed to be in this cycle of wanting everything now, however it takes, whatever the price, and then once you get there, you basically still have nothing. So be patient and be realistic. Realistic means that, again, you're not gonna achieve it in 2 weeks or 2 months. It might take you 6 months, but that's fine because after those 6 months, you got it. So be patient and be realistic. My 6th tip, which again goes to be patient, is that motivation doesn't exist. It might be there for a few days, a week even, or it could be there for a few minutes and then as soon as you start putting your leggings on to go work out, it's gone. But you cannot rely on motivation. You cannot keep asking, oh, how do you keep being motivated? Oh, how do you go to the gym X amount of days? Oh, have you done this for the past 3, 4, 5 years? And the reason to be able to do this is not because we're motivated. We're not. We're not motivated at all, personally, when you have a part-time job and you're studying for your exams and you have to commute an hour each way to go to university, and then you come back and you have a house to clean and you have whatever else that's going on in your life, and on top of that you want to sleep, have friends, have a mental health and go to the gym, you're not gonna be motivated. I'm telling you now, you're not. What the secret is to actually stick on doing what you want to do and get the results that you want to get is dedication. It's discipline. If you tell yourself, I'm going to work out 4 days a week, go work out 4 days a week. You cannot be like, oh, I'm tired. Like, no, you told yourself that you're gonna go. If you think about the possibility of, I'll go tomorrow, I'll go next week, you're never gonna achieve it, because your mind in those 3 seconds is already trying to find an escape, is already trying to find a reason why it's completely legitimate for you not to go. And those 3 seconds, 5 seconds are absolutely enough to shred down any bit of motivation that you might have had. So stick to a plan and be disciplined about it. There is no choice, you have to go. You paid for a class, you paid for your membership, you paid for the clothes that you're wearing. Or if it's not about money, you have scheduled your entire day to have that hour free. So be respectful of all the effort you've done up to that point and just go. Motivation won't get you anywhere. It really won't. Determination and be disciplined is what will stick by you for years and years and years. And whatever you want to achieve, whether it's fitness related or family or jobs or whatever it is, it's all down to discipline. And my 6th tip is to forget your past. Whether it's what you've done yesterday or what you've done this morning, whether you have had a cheat meal or you had a snack or a little bit more calories or you haven't done enough steps, whatever it is that you have done, it's in the past. You cannot change it, but what you can change is what you're gonna do right now. What you're gonna do in the next 10 minutes, what you're gonna do in the next hour. There is no such a thing of starting on Monday or next week or next month or the 1st of January or whatever it is that your mind wants to stick to that, because your mind will always want to postpone it to another minute, to another second, to another day. So whatever you have done in the past that might not necessarily have contributed to your fitness goal or actually could have, gone against it, that's fine. It's done now. So we say in Italy, don't cry over spilled milk. I think you say also in English, yes. Don't cry over spilled milk. Forgive yourself, literally. Move on and just think about what you're capable of doing right now. What you're capable of achieving now that you've seen that whatever you did didn't work, whatever you did wasn't good, or whatever you did, you enjoyed it, but you shouldn't, then that's fine. Move on. Just be more light-hearted about it and just keep going, because you're going to do amazing. You're gonna get there and you absolutely can achieve whatever you set yourself to. So yes, the lighting has completely changed because this is the UK and there are massive clouds every 2 seconds and then it's bright and then not bright, so I apologize about that. But besides this, I really hope these tips help you. This is literally what helped me, what pushed me through anything, through back patches, difficult times and whatnot, and what also kept me very, very upon the path. Even if sometimes I go away from the path, I just get back to it. And yeah, this has been basically my last 5 years of my life, and I'm really proud, and I think that I am no one special. I think that everyone can do exactly the same. Everyone can do better than me, absolutely. So yeah, these are just some tools I've used, but if you have any other tools, if you have any other tips, then please let us know, because I am really curious, because it's always, room for improvement. There is always something I could do better, so yeah, please let me know. If you like this video, then please don't forget to give a like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Ciao!
Keep it on my body, bitch, I'm broke if you ask it. Don't gotta sell emotion, y'all is flawless. Broken whips as long as it is foreign. Heard you want it cause the yam's enormous. What's a since she isn't gorgeous? Live my life, last name of Morgan Freeman. Trying to touch a forest, do not know when knocking on the door is. Came in, I came in, did it like the Porsches coming in.